everybody, it's Amy. I want to talk about the watercolor assignments to make sure everybody understands what the assignments are. I've gone over this many times in class and all the information is in your OneNote, but I just wanted to make a really quick summary. So basically, you're doing 2 small watercolors and you're going to pick the best one to actually turn in for a grade. You can see here in the OneNote, this is Module 3, Assignment 2, Small Watercolor and Turn-In page. So I've pushed this out to your OneNote. You're going to turn in pictures of your watercolors in your OneNote page. Okay. So in this assignment, you'll create the 2 watercolors. One's basically a practice and one's a final. The subject matter is your choice, and you will turn in and decide which one you want to be graded. This assignment focuses on standards 2 and 3. 2 is organizing and composition, creating with watercolor, and 3 is revising and completing your work. So the driving questions are, how can I express myself with watercolor and how can I capture an idea in paint? So the directions for the watercolor assignment are right here. Whoops, I just went too far. There we go. These are just the steps that you can follow, okay? And the important thing is, when I say small watercolor, it's your choice how small. Some people make tiny little ones, like little squares about this big. Some people cut the sheet in half. You decide the size that works for you. You have a lot of choice. You decide your idea and your composition, and then you get started on your painting. We did a watercolor practice sampler first. If you haven't done that yet, you need to do that before you do your watercolor assignments. It will help you to practice and discover some of the things behind doing watercolors. And let me just show you really quick here. This is the assignment for the watercolor sampler. That's my setup at my desk in my studio. There's instructions. I've made videos for you to watch. And then I have some great videos I found online that I actually used to guide my demonstration for you. And you can watch these anytime in the OneNote. And then there's some watercolor tips, watercolor color wheel, and there's some examples for you to take a look at. And you can see, here's one of my examples that I did. I did circles for one of my practices. And here's the one where I took the tape and I made my little practice areas. And then there's my sampler. So hopefully you did that assignment first before you move on to the small watercolor, okay? So just read those instructions, follow the directions. They're really simple. Then take a look at the assignment resources. I've put some really good examples of a variety of different kinds of watercolors you could look at and decide what you want to do. It is your choice. Then as I'm scrolling down to the bottom, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Here's the turn-in area. You're going to turn in 2, one practice and one final. If you have more, turn them in. It's fine. There's plenty of space in the table. Then put a star next to the one that you're going to grade and that I'm going to grade. And then you grade yourself below. It looks like a big rubric, but it's not really that big. Basically, standard 2, standard 3. And then we're also looking at standard 9. That's your reflection. And that's just answering the 3 questions that are in the turn-in area. Okay? It's pretty straightforward. Read the question, type your answer. If you want to make a recording and put in there, you can do that too. If you want to make a video, I don't care, but typing it is fine. And then you're constructing knowledge. And so that was another one that I put in there. I'll have to double check the gradebook to see if it's in there. You're basically, creating knowledge that you're showing in a visual format. So that's the small watercolor project, okay? And I'll make another video about the large watercolor project. I hope that helps and makes sense. Thanks for watching.